Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my February 2021 TBR. So I am being way too ambitious. There is no way I'm probably going to read all these books, but I'm giving myself a lot of options. So what I'm going to do is I'll have a core 4 books that are for sure, and then I have a couple that are kind of carrying over from other months that are kind of also with those, but they're not going to be on the core list. And then there's a lot of other things that I'd like to get to. So as I said, I'm trying to do a lot more mood reading and focusing on series and also translated works and everything, you know, like all over the place. I think, yeah, I'm all kind of all over the place. That's kind of typical. And then again, I could just go veering off into something else and read that. So anyway, so let's start with some of the challenges or the things or the read-alongs that I'm doing right now. So I am in the middle. I am doing Trollope in Barchester, or a Barchester read-along on Instagram. Book 2, the Barchester Towers by Anthony Trollope is the next one to read. We do have February and March, so I'm not looking to finish this in February, but at least I want to start it. I would like to get at least halfway, if not over it, because I have a big book in March coming up that's a classic that I would like. So I'd like to get this done in February, but we'll see. So again, this is Anthony Trollope's series that is like about a small area, Barsetshire, and Barchester Towers again is book 2, and I read the first 100 pages about a year and a half ago. I tried it and I got stuck because of life got me kind of caught up and stuff, so I didn't get to finish it. So I just reread The Warden in order to go then to the book 2. So again, this is a year-long read-along, so I'm hoping to get the whole series done by the 6 books by the end of the year, but let's just at least get through this one next. So as I said, this one's for sure on there to at least make progress. So I'm going to restart, and I hope to get at least halfway through it. I did take part in the BookTube spin by Rick MacDonnell, and he just announced the spin number, which was number 15. So that was one of my translated works, which is The History of Bees by Maja Lund, maybe? I think this is translated from the Norwegian by Diane Oakley. So this is kind of post-apocalyptic, about a world without bees, and it's about I know it had to do with a mother who was looking or trying to help with her son, and then something else, some kind of accident happens, and then she has to travel and stuff. I'm not actually sure. I bought this like a while ago because I'd heard about it. Like I'd heard about it a long time ago and then forgot about it, and then I had to go get it, so I got it, and then it sat on my shelf. So anyway, so this is the book that was picked, number 15 on my list. So this is the one I'm going to read for the BookTube spin. I'm supposed to do it in either February or March, but my goal is to do it in February because, again, March, I already have. I'm trying to get, I just want to get it done in February. We'll see what happens. And then I have Invisible Cities. So the project, Invisible Cities project, which Natalie at the Curious Reader is one of the hosts on that. So I've really enjoyed it in January. February I want to continue. So there are other books on my shelves that I could pull, but these are the 3 that I think I'm going to pull for Invisible Cities. 2 of them are translated. The third one is just kind of it's not a translated work, but it's more for just because it's the right country. I might have to find another book for that country, so we'll see. But I would really like to continue the 3 Body Problems, or what is the series called? Something about Earth's Past. I can't remember. They don't have it listed in here. I know something about Remembrance of Earth's Past, I think it is. Anyway, so I read the 3 Body Problem when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was a slog, but I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to continue on, but these weren't out yet. So that's how long I've had this book, is I waited for them to come out in paperback, and then also I read the first book when it first came out, I think from the library. So I've been waiting a long time to continue this series, and so I found I'm like, I need to continue. So I would like to finish the series out this year, but we'll see how it goes. I need to get through this book first. So does anybody know where you can find a really good synopsis for the three-body problem. I need to find one because I don't want to reread that book. Sorry. But I want to continue on and finish this one and Death's End this year. So anyway, but I want to read at least The Dark Forest, or at least attempt it. It's been, as I said, it's a long book, but I'd really like to get this done, and I haven't read as much sci-fi recently as I'd like, and again, it's a series I own that I need to finish. So again, if you know where I can find a good synopsis of Three-Body Problem, let me know. So again, that was for China is one of the countries. The other country is Egypt, which I have The Hidden Face of Eve by Nawal El-Swadi. This is a book that was published in the 70s. Again, Women in the Arab World. It's translated by Sharaf Hitata. And I heard about this a couple of years ago, and I found this copy. I think I had to search to get this copy. So I think it's kind of like on the same lines as Sex and Lies that I read by Leila Salami, or Salami. Oh my gosh, Soleimani. Sorry, and that I read about the Arab world. And that was just heartbreaking. And but this one's older and more of a classic like a text. So it's I mean, the font isn't super bad, but it's going to be a dense read. So I don't assume I'm going to finish this, but I at least want to read a portion of it sometime in February in order to get for my Egypt prompt of this. But I've wanted to read this, and she writes about the violence and injustice that permeates her society. And she was fascinating person herself. I would like to read more on her. So I got her book. And then a book that I had on my shelf that's for Columbia, which is the last of the Invisible Cities project. But again, this is not translated, but I still want to read this book kind of combined with that, because I can't remember now if Invisible Cities has to be translated. I don't remember. But this is an author that grew up there but now doesn't live there, but for Columbia, and that's Fruit of the Drunken Tree by Ingrid Rose Contreras, I think is how it's said. I'm not positive. Again, this was one of the books that was read a lot 2018, 19, I don't remember what year. But I remember I bought it, so it was published in 2018. So I've been wanting to read it, and it has to do with, I think, the 80s in Colombia, and how, when Pablo Escobar was in charge or causing havoc. Anyway, and it has to do with a young girl and then a new maid that comes to work at her gated community, her house there. And I think it's their relationship and their differences in their lives and stuff. So I don't know. I've heard really good things about it over the years. And again, it's been sitting on my shelf, so I want to give it a shot. So that was my other one. I would like to try to get to that in February. Then two books that are carrying over from, let's see what I just say. So I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Okay, yeah. So again, the Vicomte de Broglie is carrying over, because this is Alexander Dumas, the third book in the D'Artagnan Romances series. Need to get through this. I'm only about 160 pages in of 660, so I have 500 pages left. I hope to get to this at some time this month. I need to get through this, and I enjoyed the beginning part, and then I had a section where one of the characters made a decision I'm not really too happy about. But I'm about to go into a section that's different, so another perspective. So I need to get to that, and I think I'll be fine once I get started again. But again, this is the third book from the, in the series past Three Musketeers. So I just really, really, really want to get to this, and so I've already started that, but I need to get back to that. And then I'm returning, I would like to get quite a bit of Red Comet, the Short and Blazing Life of Sylvia Plath by Heather Clark done this month. I don't expect to finish it. It's a 48, 49 hour audiobook. I've only read about eight hours, listen to it. So I'm about 92 pages in. So I have like 820, 830 pages left to read in this. So I don't expect this to get done in February, but I want to make a dent and get back into audiobooks. I've kind of fallen away from that. And then just a couple of ones I might throw in there. If this wasn't all enough, I would really like to read The Winter King by C.L. Wilson. I want to read some more fantasy romances, and I picked this one up and I've been wanting to read it, so I don't know anything about it anymore. I just know, I think it's a woman who, or, you know, the princess has to marry some guy who, I think he won the war or something. I don't know. He has to be the king or something. He has to marry, and again, I don't know anything about it, but it sounds good. Anyway, I've heard good things. I would like to continue in the Bridgerton series. So When He Was Wicked is book number 6. So I still have a couple of these to read. So I have all these. So this one's following, is it Francesca? Anyway, so it's just the 5th daughter? No, the third daughter of, is that right? So she's number 6. Sorry. So she's number 6 in line on the Bridgerton. Anyway, point is, we don't know much about her because she's only in a couple of the earlier books, like a little bit, and then we just know that she did get married and had, you know, and things didn't go the way we were all hoping for her, and I don't know enough about that. Anyway, but I want to continue that series. Sorry. And then I have an inkling, like a drive to read The Blade itself by Joe Abercrombie. I'm kind of on the fence about this. I talked about this in my weekly update video of, should I do this? Should I not? I don't know. So this could happen as well. I'm kind of it's one of the first grimdarks, like not the first, but like one of those series that everybody talks about that they love, that is grimdark. And again, I have not read much grimdark. That is not the kind of fantasy I normally gravitate towards. So, but I still think I should try it again. I tried like a chapter or two, like over 10 years ago. So I would like to try it again. And I think this might be the time. I don't know. What do you guys think? And then lastly, if I want to pick up a reread, again, I have so many books I could reread, but I'd really like to get back to the Custard Protocol series by Gail Carriger. The first book is Prudence. I have all 4 books. I have a lot of books that come after it, the little novelettes or novellas that's the word I'm looking for. Novellas that come in between the series for other characters that I want to read, but I need to get through this series. I've owned it. I have it all, but I've only read the first book, Prudence. So I want to reread it because it's been about 4 or 5 years. Whenever this came out, I read it. And I want to get back into the series, and I think I just need to reread it. 2015. Yeah. So so yeah, it's been over 5 years. It was March 2015. I probably got it then and read it pretty quickly. So anyway, so it's almost been 6 years. So I want to reread this and then continue with the 4 books afterwards, and then a couple novellas. And again, I would like to get that all done this year. We'll see, but I at least want to read this. So this could happen as well. So just to kind of show what are my core 4 books, at least at this point, I have listed on there is the BookTube Spin book, which is The History of Bees. Barchester Towers is one I definitely want to get to this month. As I said, I really would like to finish it, but we'll see. The Hidden Face of Eve for Invisible Cities, as well as The Dark Forest as well. Both of those for Invisible Cities. So these are the 4 I'm putting as core books on it. That doesn't mean I'll read them, because I think to myself, hey, I have all these other books I want to read. So we'll just see how it goes. But those are the ones I'm focusing on of trying. I want to get through at least, or at least attempt them. So we will see. So anyway, what are you guys reading in February? Yes, I know there's no way I'm going to read all of this, but we'll see what happens. You never know. It could be a good reading month. Like, super. Well, we'll see what happens. So let me know what you're reading, or if there's any of these books you think I definitely need to pick up. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.